Hey everyone, so firstly, before this video begins, I just want to acknowledge that we went up another 100 plus subscribers since the 100 sub Q&A video, which is just absolutely bonkers, so thank you very much for that. I'll probably end up doing another Q&A or something along those lines at 500 subs, I'm not quite sure yet. And secondly, I need to address these vanishing comments. Turns out I'm receiving notifications for comments that don't exist. When I go to respond or like comments, they just disappear. And it's not like they're in the spam folder either, because every time I go to check, there's nothing there. I have absolutely no idea why this is happening, so I have to assume it's a YouTube glitch. So yeah, sorry if you thought I deleted your comment, this is not the case, it's a glitch, and I have no idea why it's doing this. Just thought I'd mention it. Anyway, onto the video.
I'm a big scary dragon!
I think it's fair to say that when it comes to the general opinion of dragons, they usually end up coming across as misunderstood. I reckon most people think dragons are just horrific monsters with no redeeming qualities, and then there's people like me that have these crazy obsessions with them, regardless of what others may say. But I think the majority of people tend to stigmatize them as antagonists, whether that be in a film, a story, a game, or even just in general conversation. But why is that the case? Why aren't there more hero types of dragons than there are villainous ones? And before I go any further, I just want to say that everything I say in this video is just my opinion, and I'm completely aware that these might be things that only I am bothered by. I'm not saying you should agree with everything I say here, and it's fine if you think I'm crazy. In fact, I encourage thoughtful conversations, so please feel free to leave your own thoughts on this in the comments below. But yeah, I think the root of this antagonism stems from the medieval depiction of dragons, which is something that, even to this day, is still being used to show dragons in this negative light, with characters such as Smol. Wow, what an interesting and original character. Ugh. Typically, in this folklore, a dragon will usually be portrayed as big, angry, unsympathetic, hoarding a pile of gold, and goes out of their own way to capture a princess who must then be rescued by a knight? Because apparently, according to old outdated traditions, women always need saving and can't do anything themselves. Yeah, that definitely aged well. This story has been retold so many times in so many different ways, it's beyond a trope at this point. We all know how it goes because it's so ingrained into our culture. I would use the term dracophobic to best describe it, but I have a weird suspicion that I would come across quite cringy for saying that. Well, cringier anyway. But it's okay, because Urban Dictionary says you need not harbour dracophobia anymore because dragons do not exist. Wait, anymore? Doesn't that imply that dragons existed? Now, of course, nowadays, it's not all that bad. I'd say things are definitely a lot better for dragons in terms of depiction in modern media, and I truly think the movie to thank for that is the first How to Train Your Dragon film. Regardless of what you think about it from a critical perspective, I would certainly say it had an impact that changed people's views on dragons. Because, I mean, without it, I don't think there would nearly be as many dragon artists and enthusiasts as there are today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it felt like the first ever film that dared to ask, are dragons even that bad? And yeah, I know there was that one really weird ass movie called Eragon, I think it was, but that didn't really have the same message as the How to Train Your Dragon movie. And another reason dragons might be seeing a small increase in good light is they're not exactly scary like people claim them to be anymore, or even to begin with in my opinion. It's funny because the exact same thing happened to vampires because of the whole teen vampire scene. With things like True Blood, Hotel Transylvania, and of course the absolute masterpieces that is the Twilight movies. Oh my god! And as much as I love seeing the pure majesty of cringe unfold in these films, people are just desensitized to vampires now because of it. I'd also bring up how the FNAF fandom desensitized their own games with their shenanigans, but that's a whole different topic. Point is, it's almost impossible to be scared by something again once you neuter it down, make it cute, sexualize it, and write endless fanfics about why Jacob would have been a better choice. But for dragons, with the How to Train Your Dragon movies, it actually did them a lot of good. Now, I'm not saying that all dragons have to be heroes, I just want a bit more of a balance. People want to complain about representation in movies, then where's my dragon movie with all dragon characters, goddammit? No really, have you ever seen a show or a film with all dragon main characters? There's usually always a human involved. Although, if I'm wrong, please feel free to comment down below if I missed something, although chances are it's probably something obscure that I've never seen before. I'm also talking about something on the level of the How to Train Your Dragon movies anyway. In conclusion, I just really wish we had more things like How to Train Your Dragon, Spyro, Dragon Prince, Raya and the Last Dragon, even though I've not seen it yet, and also Jake Long, American Dragon, that show the different aspects and more interesting possibilities that you can do with dragon characters. But not Rescue Riders though, because let's be real, that's never gonna reach the same impact of the first How to Train Your Dragon film.
Hey, I made you! How dare you chase me after all we've been through? What the fuck?
Well, there you have it. My weird thoughts on dragons getting the bad end of the stick. Thank you all for watching, and once again, feel free to leave a comment with your own thoughts on this below. And if you happen to disagree with anything I said in this video, then, I don't know, go watch Fairy Tail or something. Subscribe for more dragon content, I guess that's what I do. And if you want to see my crappy artwork, head on over to my DeviantArt, which I'll leave a link in the description below. I think that's about everything. See you in the next one. Bye!
Pain.